winning when she was there, and she danced all the way down the aisle because she liked the music, and she put a salt in the sugar bowl at home, and her dad drank his coffee and spit it out all over the table. Jerry didn't look up, but he heard a few giggles. Robin frowned. Could you understand what he said? What about the coffee? Asked Cinnamon. Robin answered slowly with distinctly pronounced words. I put salt in the sugar bowl, and my dad drank his coffee and spit it all over the table. Ha, Cinnamon said. That's funny. Jerry looked at the floor. He'd been about as uncool as a guy could get. His head began to fill with all the clever comments he could have made after reading Robin's comment that she'd been Marilyn Monroe from history. For instance, he could have looked at her right in the eye and said it in his lowest, sexiest voice. Well, if I'm Elvis Presley, we could make a really cool pair. Or maybe being funny would have been better. He could have pretended to stick a microphone in her face and say, Hey, Marilyn, I hear blondes have more fun. I'm sure our viewers are wondering if that's true. The kids would have broken that up. He was thinking so hard that he should have said he almost missed Cinnamon's introduction. Cinnamon has two sisters, Jenny and Megan, said her partner, a dark-haired girl named Carrie. She'd been Jackie Onassis from history. Last year, Cinnamon went to Ireland with her parents, and she kissed the Blarney Stone. Jerry couldn't help envying the Blarney Stone just a tiny bit. And once on a dare, Carrie said, reading Cinnamon's paper, she put on the dorkiest clothes she could find and walked the whole length of them all. I could have died. I looked so bad, Cinnamon said, giggling. Jerry was glad he'd chosen his clothes carefully today. The other groups were finishing, and Miss Robertson told everyone to return to their seats. Jerry moved back to his desk. Brenda plopped into her chair and turned to him. That offer of help still stands, she whispered, and don't say you don't need help getting cool. No offense, but everything about you screams dork. There was no point arguing with her or pretending it wasn't true. He just proved it for everyone to see. I know how you feel, she leaned closer and whispered so softly he could barely hear her. It takes one